Alright guys, UFC this weekend. McGregor is back. Super keen to see him back in the octagon. He's fighting Max Holloway up at welterweight. So Conor will be the bigger, stronger guy. Max hasn't fought at welterweight before. So interesting to see how they weigh in and shape up. McGregor coming off a really long layoff. I think I'm going to take Max Holloway in this one. Hoping that we get some better odds closer to fight night as more of the McGregor fans bet on McGregor. But yeah, too much inactivity from Conor. I think his cardio is going to struggle if Max can survive the first 2 rounds. I see Max taking over with his volume and better cardio. I do think McGregor is dangerous in the first couple rounds. He could get a KO. He's going to have a lot of power. That straight left is nasty. But yeah, I think more likely Max is going to take over late in the fight. So yeah, I like Max Holloway on the money line, and then for a separate bet, I'm going to take fight not to go the distance as a parlay piece. I think that's very likely. I don't see this going the distance, and I also like fight to end by KO as a parlay piece. So I've got them in a couple of parlays. Next up, BSD versus Paddy Pimblett. This is a tough fight to call. I am leaning BSD. I think he's got the better wrestling, which I do think he'll be able to get some takedowns and control on top and win some minutes there. But Paddy does have very dangerous submission game, so potentially he could catch BSD in a sub as BSD goes for takedowns. So yeah, this interesting fight. Yeah, I'm not too sure on a bet for this one yet. If the odds get closer, I would take BSD, but at the current line, I do think Paddy is pretty live. He's extremely tough. His jiu-jitsu is very good, and he's very durable too. So yeah, interesting fight. Keen to see how this one plays out. As a pick, I'll go BSD, but no bet so far for me. Corey Sandhagen versus Mario. This is a really close fight too. Both guys very well-rounded, very good. I think Corey's the better striker slightly, but Mario's very solid there too. Both guys good grapplers. I probably would say Mario has the better grappling, but this is a very close fight. I think fight to go the distance would be the play for me on this one. I think this could go either way. I do lean Corey Sandhagen, but at the current odds, I'm not really interested. I think this could be a very close fight. I like, as a parlay piece, fight to go the distance. I don't see a stoppage in this one. Brandon Royval versus Kavanagh. I do have a bet here. I like Kavanagh. Royval's a tough matchup. He throws heaps of volume, but I do think with that volume, it leaves him open to getting countered. And Royval, I think he's quite hittable. And I think Kavanagh, very sharp counter shots. I like his kicking game too. So I think Kavanagh is going to be throwing less, but when he lands, it's going to do more damage. And I think he's going to win the fight on damage, potentially get a KO. So yeah, I like Kavanagh. I bet his money line at 1.56. Royval, if he gets the upset, I think Kavanagh will win round 1 and 2. Royval will probably win round 3 because Kavanagh could slow down. But I think being only 3 rounds, that makes me favour Kavanagh a bit more. If it was a 5-rounder, yeah, Royval I think would be more live. Next up, McKinney versus King Green. This is an interesting fight. I lean McKinney round 1 just because he's so dangerous in that first round, and King Green is getting up there in age. But this is a no bet for me so far. I'm not too confident on the money line side because you just can't really. I don't really like backing fighters like McKinney on the money line when their cardio just goes off a cliff in the second round. So yeah, I think if King Green survives round 1, he'll be very live for his own for the win. So next up, Whittaker versus Krylov. I'm taking an early bet on Krylov at 280. I just think this line is way too wide. Whittaker's moving up a weight class, and there's a lot of questions about how he's going to go up against such a big guy in Krylov at light heavyweight. And Whittaker was struggling at middleweight with big physical guys like DDP, Khamzat, and RDR, all very strong for the weight class. And now he's moving up, going up against the bigger guy who's going to be very strong in Krylov. I think Krylov's wrestling is also quite good. So yeah, I think this line should be closer. As an Aussie, I hope Rob gets it done, but I think it's a tough matchup for him. Stevenson versus Ellison. Probably will have a look at Stevenson round 1. He's a huge favourite. Looks like this Ellison guy is not very good at all. So yeah, probably under 1.5. Have a look at that, but the odds will be trash. Cody versus Yanez. I mean, I think Yanez more likely wins, but the odds are very wide. Yanez, he actually throws. He's got good boxing, but Cody Garbrandt also has good boxing, but he just hasn't. He's too low volume nowadays. He just doesn't throw anything. Runs around the octagon, throws like 1 or 2 strikes. He's very scared of getting KO'd since his KO losses. And Cody Garbrandt, he's still got a lot of skill though, so I'm not jumping into any parlays with Yanez yet. I think Yanez is a bit chinny himself. He got finished by Rob Font in the first round, and Cody, if he actually lets his hands go, you know, he could do well, but too hard to trust him at this stage. Kai Kamaka versus Luke Riley. Kamaka, he looks pretty well rounded, but I think in the striking is a bit hittable. I think Luke Riley's the much better striker in this one, and he's more explosive. The problem with Riley is he can get taken down. He has been able to work his way back up to the feet in those fights, so I am leaning Riley in this one. He's $1.30, so he's a bit better odds than Yanez. I need to do more tape on this fight though, but yeah, at the moment I'm thinking Riley for the win. Cortez versus Kong Wang. Lots of people on Cortez. Potentially she could get takedowns and win, but Kong Wang, I think she's definitely going to be working on a takedown defense, and I think she's the better striker. Her kicking game's good. Cortez doesn't really throw many kicks, primarily just a boxer. So at the moment it's pass for me. I need to look into this one a bit more, see if Kong Wang's been working on her takedown defense. Penis versus Cesar Almeida. This is going to be a fun fight. 2 strikers. Penis, he's got crazy power. He's much younger, but Cesar Almeida's got the experience. He's a very experienced kickboxer. 38 years old though. I like this fight to end by KO. We don't have odds for that yet, so it'll be depending on odds, but I think, yeah, Penis definitely live for a KO, and Cesar Almeida, he's also got good power in the hands, so yeah, see what the odds are for that one. Gandra versus Reese. This is an interesting one. I know some people taking Zach Reese because Gandra is really unproven. He's had some very easy matchups in the UFC. I like this fight not to start round 3. We haven't got odds yet, but I think someone's going to get finished in the first 2 rounds, just because the way that Gandra fights, super aggressive. I think Gandra is going to be live for an early finish, but that also leaves himself open to getting hit himself. So yeah, as a pick, I'm not confident on this fight. I'll probably go Gandra just because I think he could KO Reese early. Reese is shown to be a little bit chinny, but not confident in that at all. I'd rather just play the fight doesn't start round 3. Cody Durden versus Costa. I lean Costa in this one, but I'm not sure. I think he's going to be a huge favourite, so it'll depend on the odds. And I like this fight not to go the distance, under 2.5. Both guys kind of chinny, and yeah, it should be a fun fight though. And yeah, that's all my predictions early. So far bet wise, I've just got the main event not to go the distance in a parlay, and fight to end by KO in a parlay, and I'm probably going to bet Max Holloway money line if the odds get better. Then I've got Lona Kavanagh 1.56 odds as a bet, and I've got Nikita Krylov at 280 odds, small bet for the upset. So yeah, that's what I think early. Let me know what you think in the comments, what bets you're liking, and I'll catch you in the next one.